What's up, you beautiful people? I'm just standing here looking at my light, looking at this thing like, God damn, you are one sexy man. Bearded Man Moments Part 29 just wrapped a nice little podcast on a Sunday night. We got the little, I just pricked myself. We got the little light action, you know what I mean? Little neon sign. Took a long time to get that, folks, but it feels good to actually have it. And great past week. Let's see, we did some podcasting. This was the second podcast I recorded this week. I won't tell you who it was, but good homie of mine came in. He's a tour manager. That'll be coming out not this week, but the following week. But podcast I recorded earlier this week, that was with Matt Diavella. And the one, the only Bobbbaaaay. Today on the podcast, Matt Diavella, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am super stoked for this podcast. As I was just telling you before, I came across your content from Babin, saw the visuals of the podcast. He's the filmmaker behind The Minimalist. He's also the host of the Ground Up Show podcast, which I came across from a previous guest I had on the show named Babin. Ended up loving the content, loving what he was doing, reached out, and then we recorded the podcast. I forget the days of the week. It's crazy. It's Sunday. This was, I think Thursday. It was Thursday. So that was awesome. But let's backtrack one more day behind. I don't want to miss this one. Episode 92 of the podcast this week with Sabina Gadecki. She's an actress and model. She was in the Entourage movie. She's been in TV shows Law and Order and a bunch of other stuff. I can't think of it right now. I'm blanking. But she is from Chicopee, Mass.
To go back to even this pilot that I had just booked, what I was saying is this casting director that cast me in, that in LA's Finest, like I've been auditioning for him for years. And those auditions, everyone's like, oh, did you get it? Did you book it? Did you book it? Where people, they don't know any better, but really, like, it's not about me booking it. It's about me going in there, doing a good job, and knowing that this casting director trusts me. Because when you're casting a show during pilot season, they only have a certain number of appointments to see a certain amount of actors. Yeah. And they're not going to waste their time. So they're only going to bring in the actors that they trust. So for me to even step foot into that door to audition for that show, I've probably beat out 10,000 people to even walk through that door, because I've been auditioning for this casting director for years, and he knows he can trust me. He knows I'll be prepared. He knows I'll do the best to do my very best work, So it's kind of always a work in progress. Like maybe a new actor coming into LA would have never had that chance to have that audition.
Big takeaway from this episode was that it's always a work in progress, that's like life, folks. Like everything is a work in progress. Then we got to fast forward then on to Friday. We ended up releasing the behind the scenes with her.
Doing great. How you doing? Bobby. So nice to meet you.
Hi,
This
Sabina.
is Kirk.
I went to Bellamy.
Yeah, I went to Bellamy too.
How old are you?
24.
Okay,
Yeah.
me too.
What's up?
Great visuals. Shout out to my man Kirk, the amazing content. And like I said, we did the podcast. We had a second podcast today. And then as well as we also released a podcast / YouTube video, why I started the podcast. The real takeaway from this is that there was a true purpose to why I was doing this. I didn't start this because I wanted to be a big YouTuber. I didn't start this because I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to connect with I wanted to connect with all these real passionate people. But the real reason of why I started it was a journey of figuring out who I was, graduating college, not really having a game plan, not wanting to just get a job because that's what everyone was telling me to do, knowing that we are living in a world where we can create our own dream jobs as long as we figure out what it is and we're willing to work. I knew that it was possible. I had seen the people around me doing it. It was really just about me figuring out, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? And it's like every day now I wake up with a sense of purpose. I wake up with a fire under my ass. When that alarm clock goes off at 6 a.m. or whatever time it is, it's never easy. I hear it and I'm like, God, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to get up? And as soon as I get on my feet and I get moving, it all makes sense. This piece of content is really just deep diving into a formal one piece of content or thing of me, just why I started the podcast. I've been getting people asking me, and I wanted to have something to present to people. And I like doing these solo pods, and I want to start pushing it out more because I think it's going to add hopefully more value to people like you or whoever's watching this or listening. It's going to add more value to people, but then it's also going to give me some more content to give. And that's the whole point, to produce even more and more on top of just the episodes. Then we got the group episodes. Then we also got the solo pods. Take a quick look. I just posted this on the Instagram earlier, but we got, hello. We got 92 guests right here. And then we got our own separate wall over here for the group episode. That was Welcome to LA. We gotta fill this up with more groups. So if you have any idea of people you'd like to see either on the podcast or group episodes or solo pod ideas, drop it in the comment section below. And as always, we're working out of that bedroom studio. But overall, great week and more content on the way. It's crazy that it's already July 1st right now. Like, what? July 1st. Also, big news, we re-signed another year for the content crib here in LA, so I will be living in LA for another year. I hope the city is ready for me. Call the mayor of LA. I'm running the streets. But I'm happy to be here for another year. The first 10 months have been absolutely incredible, and that was just a warm-up year. I got my feet a little wet. It's time to crank up, time to really go full speed ahead, and just keep producing content, keep networking, keep building on this brand for purpose in the youth, and I'm excited to see what comes. I'm really excited for what's to come. So thank you guys for tuning in, always checking out the content. Always appreciate it from the Bearded Man. And you guys have a great week. Keep kicking ass, keep chasing dreams, stay positive, stay humble, do the things you want to do, and follow the journey of the Bearded Man, because you know we got a lot of content to keep producing. So I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great week. See ya!